Good morning, sports fans. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM and streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Jake Johnston, and Coach Alexander in with us this morning at the Mission Mart. Mission Mart located on, where are they located?
Where we are.
Oh, North Sangamon Street. There it is. 119 North Sangamon Street. Mission Mart open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So come on out to the Mission Mart. Some good sales going on in February from the 2nd until the 14th. Enter for a chance to win I Heart Mission Mart prize package, which includes 2 I Heart Mission Mart shirts, a gift card to Mission Mart, and a gift card to a local restaurant. You can follow Mission Mart on Twitter at mission_mart. Morning, fellas.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Coach. Before we get started, got to give a congratulations out to Chester East Lincoln with a third place finish in state the other night. So congratulations to Coach Komnick and the squad over there. And as well as Carroll Catholic. They lost by 2 points the other night in the sectional championship. So
good game.
Fall a couple points short from advancing to state. So looks like Coach Andy Fitzpatrick, he's got the squad over there going in the right direction. So
we talked to Coach Singleton last night on the Go Joe. He was telling us a little about it. So that's some grade school basketball teams.
Right.
Have been the 8th grade teams, and some 7th grade teams have been done real good this year.
Coach, I know you follow all basketball, no matter if it's little kids, junior high, high school, college. That's got to make you feel pretty good when you got those younger kids being that successful at that age, and hopefully it just kind of works up the ladder when they get to you.
Well, that's all where it starts at, and the kids, they have to play at a young level to develop their skills, and it takes coaches to develop those and to help to play and work and do and develop. And they, we've had a lot of success at the younger levels, and again, it's a result of the kids, the dedication that the kids have in the community to the basketball program.
It's paid off a little bit this year already with Isaiah on the varsity team, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a young kid, and he really had a great game last night. We've been trying to get him anywhere from 4 to 5 quarters a night, playing him a little bit in the sophomore game. And last night we didn't play him in the sophomore game. We just, we usually play him the first half, and he sets for an hour or so, and he kind of gets stiff, tightens up, and he struggled the last couple games. So we tried last night, and I thought the results were very good.
Going up against they've been playing pretty good basketball of late. Sacred Heart Griffin. Just give us your take on the game. We came out and led the whole game. It's kind of one of those snoozers where we get up 16-19, and then before you know it, we're only up 10. But overall, it's a win. And how do you feel the kids played last night?
Well, I thought the first half we had great movement. We done exactly what we wanted to do, and I can't believe, I don't. We got real stale. We got complacent the second half. We didn't attack the basket. We didn't attack the lane, in which we did in the first half, and we didn't get the ball to the baseline versus a zone. And if you don't get the ball down low to the baseline, whether it be in the corner, we call it the short porch area, which is about halfway out on the baseline from the basket to the sideline, and we didn't get the ball there, and then the zone becomes that much more effective.
Jake, what you got?
Meanwhile, I'm
texting.
I was going to say, and I'm busy over here because I was getting some results from some other things. So I'll throw the question at you, Coach.
There was a lot of good basketball in our league last night, and Southeast took care of MacArthur. I think they beat them by 20. And then again, everybody was surprised by our score with Springfield High a couple weeks ago, and us barely beating them. Well, Springfield High is playing pretty good basketball. They got beaten overtime at Chatham, and that's a pretty good basketball team and a hard place to play. And we've had a lot of success down at Chatham. Simply, what I feel is, we've been playing the Meyer Classic down there and playing 5 games a year down there. So it's a little bit. Our kids like going down to Chatham and playing, and we've had some good success. I think Lanphier beat Jacksonville last night. So us and Chatham are still tied at the top of the league, and it'll be hopefully here in a couple. It's under a week now, or 2 weeks, 13 days till the last basketball game, and if both teams keep winning out, we should have another scenario as we had the last game a year ago.
Got a lot of basketball next week, Coach. Got a game on Tuesday, which is kind of unusual this time of year. Got Lanphier coming to town Tuesday, Eisenhower Friday, and then Joliet Central coming in Saturday. So how do you get the kids prepared and focused? We've talked about them maybe being a little tired after back-to-back games and not playing how they should. And now you got a Tuesday game followed by a Friday, Saturday. You just give them some rest. If they don't know it by now, it's just more they never will. So you give them a little bit of rest so they're maybe.
If you don't know it by now, you're in trouble.
Right.
And I mean, going into the end of the year here, it's just unbelievable. It just seems like we were sitting here talking about the Thanksgiving tournament, and again, another year has snuck by, and the kids have had a great year, and again, I measure our success of how successful our year has been as far our postseason play. And it's a big week. Tuesday's game's a very big game. I think with MacArthur losing last night, I don't want to say we can do whatever we want Tuesday and still get the 1 seed, because we still want to be able to win the league, and we want to win it outright, and we don't want to share it, and we sure don't want to have to stumble, and we've still got some pretty good basketball games left in our league, and we've got to be ready to step up and play. As far as right now, the kids would rather play than practice. We'll just walk through not walk through, but we'll go through some things just to try to keep them sharp. And, last week we didn't condition at all. The conditioning was our practice, and we're trying to let the kids get their legs back under them. And, it's kind of hard when you got 3 games here this week. But, we got 3 this week, and then we play again next Tuesday. The next 2 Tuesdays we play. And, we've got 5 games left here in 13 days. So,
well, you said it before, the kids would rather play than practice. So, coming down to the end, we got, 4 seniors out there that they know their season's come to end. So that should be giving them a little extra incentive to come out and play every night. So,
is it good to have a game like last night? The tempo's a little bit down to give them a different scenario to play in this time of year, coming into the playoffs like this?
Well, I'd rather have the intensity high. That's how you have to play in the postseason. And again, I'm one that, how you play, what you play is how you practice is how you're going to play. And, we want to play with intensity and, be able to go. Last night we got up 19 points, and I guess the negative thing about last night is we had a lot of turnovers once we got up 19 and let them creep back to within 10. I don't think they got inside of 10, but the fact that we just was careless with the ball and made some silly turnovers and played really relaxed, and you can't do that. And the Sacred Heart Griffin is playing very well. I think the regional that they're in, I think there's 4 or 5 teams that could win that. I don't think there's I think Lanphier will be the 1 seed, but I think that some of those guys have played each other 3 and 4 times this year, and you never know what happens when you've played teams that many times. And Griffin is one of those teams that could sneak out of there.
Last night if there's one thing about Lincoln basketball, we didn't handle the ball well for the most part. We a low amount of turnovers. Obviously, that helps us win games. And last night did look sloppy. Did you come out? Was it the beginning of the 4th quarter? I think. Did you tell them to hold the ball and throw it around?
No. We got very complacent. We didn't attack, and it was like we were wanting the clock to run out.
I thought you had told them to do that. To tell you the truth.
Well, thanks, Joe.
Hey, I'm a dumb football coach. You know that.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I really thought Neil got mad, and he told him out there, I want you to learn to handle the ball. You're going to throw it around out there. Nobody's shooting.
Well, we wanted the ball goes to the paint, then to the low post, and you should be able to score. And how we scored the first half was exactly like that. We had 1 turnover the first half. And, I thought we played very well. We moved the ball. You go in the locker room at halftime, so you played well. What do? You don't go in and scream and holler at them. But the kids have to stay motivated. And
sure, that's tough to come out of.
It's tough to go in there and say, hey, great job, and, not come out. I thought we become very complacent right from the start of the second half. And, we should have put the hammer down.
True. Yep.
Yeah, we want to beat Griffin by 30 or
Hello,
40.
ladies.
So, well, Coach, sounds like you got a busy week ahead of you. Heading over to a college game today, Evansville at Carbondale.
At Carbondale.
Evansville kind of struggling of late. Come out and beat some big teams, and then kind of, I don't know what happened. They kind of wheels fell off or something.
Well, they're 6'10", really good junior. Fell and had a concussion, and he's missed the last 3 or 4. I think he's cleared to play today. So,
what's his name?
What's your name?
It's you can't even.
Egidius
Miscavicius or something like that. Yeah.
He's a Lithuanian.
Yep.
And he's
I'll bet
good.
Lloyd knows it.
He's really, really a good player.
That'd be hard on the announcer, wouldn't it?
Yeah, to say that name, it would
Say that
be.
all the time.
Yes.
They call him Egidius.
Oh, we got to take a break, dude.
I'll tell you what, some things are funny.
But depends how you say it.
Yeah. It's all about the
All right,
punchline.
well, Coach, thanks for coming in this morning. We'll, keep track of you all week, get you in next week, and season's come to an end. Where are regionals, and have those pairings came out yet?
We'll know this time next week. They'll be out Saturday or Friday.
Do we know where regionals are at?
Our regionals at Mount Zion. The 4 regionals that feeds into the Champaign Centennial sectional is Mount Zion. Muhammad Seymour has one. Chatham has one, and Springfield High. Those are the 4 sites that feed into Chatham Glenwood or to Centennial.
All right. Well, good deal. Coach, thanks for coming in. Have a safe trip today, and we will see you next week.
Okay.
All right. You got to cue him? All right.
I thought you just cut him off.
Let's take a break so we can hear from our sponsors, because without them, this fine show wouldn't
Who
be
knows
possible.
why they sponsor us?
They
obviously don't listen.
Yeah, thank goodness. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
You got to play that for...
Is that the new move?
Dude, I don't have any idea who this is.
You don't know who this is?
No, can somebody...
It's Bruno Mars.
How would I not know that?
Do you not own a radio?
No, but I think I'd rather go to Mars than listen to Bruno.
Look, he's ready to get up and do some dancing.
Get up and wiggle,
You know
Jiggle.
who it is, don't you, Jake?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get up and wiggle, man. Show us something. We're live. We got a camera right there.
Speaking of live, we got Coach Dietrich on the air with us right now. Good morning, Coach.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
We're doing good. How are you doing over there?
Oh, we're trying to stay warm right now.
Mattoon, right?
Yep.
Yep. You wrestled last night?
Yeah, we had 3 guys wrestle last night.
Throw their names out there for us.
Do it, yeah. Christian Bennett, 126. Preston Martin at 145, and Seth Gleason is our heavyweight.
Yeah, he's the big boy.
Yep.
So what went on last night?
Well, Christian started things off for us. He won 9-7, and did pretty well. Looked really good doing it. Got his way through. That was his prelim match. He ended up running into the number 1 kid in his weight class after that from Carbondale. Lost a tough match. I think the score was like 7-2, something like that.
Number 1 in sectional?
I'm sorry, what?
Number 1 in Ratington sectional?
Right,
okay.
Yeah. So he wrestled into that kid. Now he's got to come back, wrestle a kid from Charleston, I believe, here this morning. But basically, I believe if he gets this one and 1 more after that, he'll be wrestling for 3rd and 4th place.
Oh, nice.
So he's right there.
And the top 3 go, right?
Top 4.
Top 4,
actually.
yeah. All right. So if he can win 2 more, he's going to go.
Right,
All right.
exactly. So we get through there, and then I believe, Preston Martin is wrestling the kid from Springfield that he wrestled last week, and it should be a good match. It's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be a good chance for him to get a little redemption from his finals match last week and hopefully do pretty well. And then Seth Gleason has a kid from East St. Louis. He wrestled. He had a really tough draw. Lost to a kid from Mount Zion. But it was a good match, and he was trying to turn the kid late in his match, and I think that kid might be in the finals today. So if Seth can come back here and win this next match, he's in a really good position too to get through and looking at the third and fourth place.
And who's Seth? Where's the competition from for Seth today? Who's his match
his
against?
First match for the kid from East St. Louis.
Okay, so Springfield obviously fed into this sectional, and that's where we had. Didn't we get second place to 3 Springfield wrestlers last week?
Yeah, actually.
So the kid from the heavyweight from Springfield is ranked like second in state.
Correct.
And he's there.
Yeah, he's actually, we ended up the kid from Springfield last night beat this kid from East St. Louis 2-0.
Okay.
And so we got the loser of that match. So he's got him, and so we'll see how things go. But I mean, that's focused. I mean, he's ready to go.
He's always focused.
Well, let's get those big guys out of the way. You know, you got to beat the best to be the best. So get these tough ones out of the way. It should be easy sailing.
Hey, so? I'm doing the math here. So are basically everybody's looking at if they can win 2 matches, they have a shot at going?
Yeah, I think Preston and Seth have to win 3 today.
Okay.
And so I think Preston and Seth have to win 3. I think Christian's got to win 2. And if I'm looking at it correctly.
Now, how much of a break do they have in between matches? Is there a huge break, or is it just kind of maybe back-to-back or 10, 15 minutes?
Well, today they're going to all wrestle here at 10 o'clock in this first round. And if they get through this, they'll probably wrestle again about an hour later. And then I think the finals are at 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a good day for them. I mean, anymore, sometimes during the season you can get lined up with a kid who's not very good. And you can get a 30-second match in there or something. But today it's all pretty
may not work that way today.
It's all strategy and trying to not do anything that's going to jeopardize you winning the match.
Everybody wrestles. I mean, it's all about just staying in good position and just.
Seth's got to stay on top.
Right, exactly. So it'll be interesting, but it's good for us to see. It's good. I mean, this is it's a really tough sectional.
I know it's hard on those kids to be down, and that the guy on top, keeping them down. You got to fight off the whole time. That's takes a lot of energy.
Hey,
so
Coach,
we have to keep Seth on top.
Could you do us a favor in about a week or 2 and bring Seth into the show and bring in extra, whatever you call your uniforms, and have him and Joe go at it? Can we arrange
absolutely.
that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes,
I am sure Seth would love that.
Well, I keep trying to get Joe Ryan to come out and put a wrestling clinic on, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the movie Vision Quest.
Yeah, you got to, yeah.
Okay, but if you remember, there's a scene early in that movie where the coach. I mean, this is the best thing that 1985 had to offer at that time. But
were you even born in 1985?
The coach is wearing a tight singlet with, I believe, a red polo underneath that singlet and a whistle, and I think Joe would fill that role for us really well.
And probably the really tight shorty shorts, the coaching shorts.
Yeah, leaving nothing to the imagination.
No,
well,
be hard to get on.
Yeah, it would.
Exactly.
Hey, as we move along, can you tell us the teams that are there today? Would that be tough to tell us? Is there too many to tell? Like what other schools are there?
There's 32 teams.
That's what I was wondering. Is there a bunch of them? What other Central State 8 schools? Springfield.
Right. Well, they pretty much draw from 4 regionals. You've got the very southern Illinois regional. Then you have like a St. Louis regional, and then you had one over in Mahomet, which includes all the Champaign schools and that, and the east side kind of the city or of the state. We are the southernmost sectional, so it's pretty much everybody, pretty much every school from about Bloomington south, is what it is included in that.
All right. Well, hey, Send me a text later. Let me know how everybody's doing. We'll let you go. Get in there, get those guys ready to go, and when we get this season all wrapped up, we'll have you, jump on.
With us, Joe, if you want to keep up with us, Joe, follow us on Facebook. I try and put updates on there.
All right. I'll jump on there and take a look.
And is that a wrestling-based Facebook or through the high school, or how do we follow that
for our fans out there?
It's one that we just run through. It's just Railer Wrestling.
Okay.
And so we try and keep updates on there and stuff so people can follow along. So
good deal. All right, and we'll have our Twitterer guy will follow today as well, and then retweet because he's pretty good at that. So
all right. Well, I'm sure it's probably not Joe.
No, he doesn't know how to tweet. He's lucky. He's lucky to send out a text.
Right.
So,
well, I've seen his text, and it looks like a caveman is trying to text.
Well, I tell you what,
that darn spell check.
It's hard on me to get that texting down. I don't know how to. I don't know how to
been hard
do it.
on you today, man.
Really?
All the guests been hard on you.
Hey, Coach Dietrich, we'd like to thank you for taking our call. You may not take it again, but thanks for taking it today. Wish those wrestlers well. We'll get you on here later on and talk to the wrestlers.
All right, Joe, and I'm going to go get one of our double XL singles.
No, we want it about 2 sizes shorter.
If you've got a medium, I'll take it.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
Talk to us, and good luck today.
Thank you.
You bet.
See ya.
That's Coach Dietrich, the coach for your Lincoln Wrestlers. 3 of them over there today participating, so good luck to them.
They all have shots. Big deal to make it to the state tournament.
Absolutely, and it's that does. And anytime you can even make it to where they're at now is a pretty big deal, because Central State, it's a pretty good wrestling conference.
Yep.
So good luck to them. We're going to take a break. We come back. We're going to have a trivia question. If you can answer that trivia question, you're going to get 2 coupons for 9-hole free golf at the indoor golf simulator. You can only golf 9 holes, Lloyd. You don't get a simulator. So if you call in, you're going to win 2 coupons for that.
Nice job.
Nice. That's a big deal there. That place is busy during the wintertime.
It's hard on
Logan
guys
Lane's
taking
taking care of us.
It's hard on guys to get rounds of golfing this time of year.
Yeah, because it's too cold out, and when you go there, it's easier on you.
It's much easier.
Yeah. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. Name it.
Let's head east. John Schlitt.
Really?
Lead singer.
Wow. That's pretty good.
I don't know. He's from Mount Pulaski, my friend. You want me to scream? Ow! The live version, they scream in that. Thanks for bringing it back. I can't hear myself, Jim.
We
Am I
can hear
screaming?
We can hear
I bet you can hear me just fine.
Yeah, it's
coming in clear.
Hey, and we're back.
we are back.
Hey,
We are at the. Hold on, we're at the Mission Mart.
That's right. Mission.
Mart.
Let's sing the song. Everybody ready?
1, 2,
3. Mission Mart. Mission Smart. Shop the Mission Mart way. You're not helping us a bit.
I've never.
I got to tell you.
See, you need to get a jingle like Mission Mart. You got to have something where that comes on the radio. It just sticks in your head like Jake's friend.
First of all, he got here late and missed makeup, and that makes us look bad.
He's got the little flip up going.
Oh, he did.
Jeez. You could pop a balloon with that. It's like needles on the top of that head.
That's got to be hard on your hair to put that stuff in there like that. Is that good for your hair?
Sometimes.
What is that stuff? Hey, I want to give a shout out there to our Hartsburg-Emden fans.
Absolutely.
They're 8th graders. Coach Jason Garber's got them running over there. They're playing today. I'm going to mess this up, but I believe it's sectional over there.
State.
Is it state? They won the sectional?
They won sectional.
Is it today's first game of state?
Yes.
You
did mess it up.
I knew I would, but I talked to Garber yesterday, Coach Garber, and I told him that we need some information and that we'd like to put the kids on when the season's done, so we're going to get that taken care of. And we didn't mean to leave them out. We need you Hartsburg fans to send us some stuff.
Hartsburg, Mount Pulaski, all the local schools.
We need to, we're only as good as the information we have, and I don't know if you listen to the show very often.
I think we're even over
very
in Clinton. I mean, maybe give Clinton some. Don't we have some sponsors over in Clinton?
Yeah.
Jim?
Bobblehead, didn't know if you did.
Sure. Well, I guess.
But anyway, yeah, get us your information. We'll get you on here, and we're going to get those Hartsburg Indian ball players on here and talk to Coach Garper in a few weeks.
Absolutely. Another thing going on today for all you Valentines, Jake, if you haven't got your Valentine of Valentine.
Yeah, hit me.
For all those last-minute Valentine's floral arrangements, stop by Flowers and Things across from RP Lumber in Lincoln or phone 732-7507. They do have delivery, and it's last-minute cash and carry.
Perfect.
So go in there with some cash and carry it out. Or they'll deliver.
I don't need
If you want to be incognito and put your nice little love thing on the card, get those Valentines out
giant
today.
teddy bears or something.
Today is Valentine's Day, and Hallmark loves you. It's one of those fixed, Hallmark holidays where it's crazy.
You seen those ads on TV for those 5-foot teddy bears? They're like $100.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, I guess. But what are you going to do with that thing when the day's over with?
I was going to say the next day it'll be
$100, really?
Isn't it like 5 feet tall?
You know what some people might do? They might buckle it in the seat next to them in their vehicle and drive around town with it. I know people do that kind of thing.
There's a lot of weird people out there.
And we're sitting by one of them right now. Trivia question. We have one? I don't think we do.
I thought we were doing the golf thing.
Okay, well, throw it out there, Joe. Is your idea?
Or were we receiving one? I mean, I guess we could do it either way.
Let's try that.
All right, let's try that.
If you can call in a trivia question and
sports related,
and stump us, you're going to win these tickets.
And we get how long to answer it? 20 seconds?
20 seconds.
I'm going to say right now that Scott can't pick up his Google.
Pick up my Google.
I don't even know what that means.
It's really hard to get on Google in 20 seconds, guys.
Not for you.
I mean, it's just almost impossible.
Is it? I don't know.
No chance. I was going to say I can.
So we're going with that. They're going to call us.
I'd say let's do that.
Throw it out there. Let our fans know. Somebody straighten it out for them.
737-3791 is the phone number. If you call in and ask us a question, and if we don't know it, you're going to win these 2 passes for 9 holes at Logan Lanes indoor golf simulator.
That'd be a total. How many holes?
If you're going
to be stingy and use them all, you could play 18.
That's 18, right?
If you don't have any friends, I guess
18 holes
you can golf 18.
Well, if you just take your friend, make them pay for themselves.
And I'm gonna jump back in. We just received this from the famous Lloyds of London. If Hardham wins at 11:30 today, they will then play the state semifinal at 5 today at Bartonville Limestone High School. So there you go. Get over there and support them.
Good job, Lloyd.
Lloyd's on top of things. Lloyds of London.
Lloyd is on top of things. Many things.
No one is giving us a call. I mean, they probably know they can't stump us.
That's pretty much a given.
Yeah.
Or they're like us and can't think of a question.
We have questions.
So we kind of just put it on the listeners.
Yeah, why not? Throw it out there.
And we're be lazy. We just
I'm going to pull up one.
Well, it might come down to call in and tell us the color of a fire truck. I mean, that's
that was my question.
That's the only time we get a response.
Color is.
We need to start playing that password game too.
Hey, we're going to be at Joe Ryan's next week, located at 509 Pulaski Street, and he will be giving out free quotes on insurance if you want to stop by.
It's not very often you get free quotes, but you can get them next Saturday.
And next
the hours
Saturday
of
only.
9 and 12.
9 and 12.
Well, guys, let's talk.
That's a heck of a deal, Joe.
Let's talk a little sports going on across the nation. One disturbing side note that came out this week was they stripped Jackie Robinson, Chicago, the World Series, Little League World Series champion. They stripped him of their title. Apparently they had a kid or two that played out of the district, and has a whistleblower called in to so-and-so and the Little League World Series officials, and they did some research, and the kid was outside the district, and they stripped him of all the titles. So I guess Las Vegas is now considered your Little League World Champion.
Probably the first time there's ever been cheating in that.
Yeah.
And it's just so fitting that cheating comes from Illinois and Chicago. It's just
Was Blagojevich the coach?
he was the recruiter.
Prime sponsor.
Him and George Ryan and whoever else was involved. But it's just kind of it's sad because those kids, the kids that were legit, you're ripping them away from it. But,
Well, I mean, they still had to win. I mean, it's not like, but,
some people are saying, why is this guy calling in and doing this? It's kids. Well, if you let it keep going on, it's just going to get worse and worse.
Well, and let's face it, the kids didn't put themselves in that position.
No.
Right.
Some adult
that was
knew it was
that was
exactly.
one of the parents or one of the coaches. Yeah. That's
so
exactly right.
it's unfortunate. Why couldn't it be
They played good,
Iowa or something like that to do it? But no, it's got to be Illinois.
They were fun to watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
But you think about that. I'm surprised it's not more widespread.
it could be. We don't know.
You think
that.
about
The
how
cheating?
well, especially in that scenario.
I'll guarantee every one of them probably
Well, I mean,
did.
look at how many teams are in that basic conference type scheduling that they do across the nation, and you can't tell me that you don't pull a couple kids from a little bit further away.
But how does
and
that
hope
work,
they have
though?
a cousin or somebody in the area that they can say they lived with for the
Sure.
summer or something, So
It'd be like Steve Harvey. He said, I bet every dollar I got.
So how does that work to be considered? Like, weren't they considered like Great Lakes region? Now, is that just because they're from the Midwest, or are there other districts that have to put a team together?
Yeah, there are
and they
other
just happen
districts.
to win the state of Illinois,
Correct.
so they're considered Great Lakes because we're
Exactly.
Midwest. So it's not, the whole Midwest feeding into this one team. It's
exactly.
gotta be your district.
It's got to be your district, for
And
that
that's
area.
even more outstanding because you figure all those kids were in that one section of Illinois besides one or two.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you pull a kid from down here.
right now, how does that work? Like when you get out to, let's say you get out to the West Coast where you got Montana.
Yeah.
How does that
Same
work?
thing.
Is it a broader? It's got to be broader because
There's probably not a team from that area.
yeah.
I mean, you just skip that area completely unless maybe they could show a team, but then they're going to have to travel a few hundred miles per game.
Yeah.
That ain't going to happen. So,
Well, it's kind of unfortunate. Illinois.
Illinois.
I'm thinking Illinois. Illinois gets a bad rap again, and it's not just local news; it's national news. It's world news because it's Japan and all of Korea. I mean, everybody's involved in that Little League World Series. So
And now they all know where Illinois is.
Illinois,
Perfect.
See you, ladies. Hey, I've got this hot off the press I'd like to read to you.
Uh-oh. Coming in hot.
Here we go, because you guys have made fun of me on this, but I'm not the only guy that thinks like this. Having to play Ryan Lindley at the end of the year last year cost the Cardinals the NFC West. Being forced to go with an overmatched quarterback in the playoffs cost them a chance to win in Carolina. If Peyton Manning had been on Arizona's roster last season, Bruce Arians and the company finished 11-3 or better, win the
13-3.
NFC and West, 13-3.
you can't read.
Win the NFC West, and very likely become the first team to ever play a Super Bowl in their home stadium.
So, wait a minute. So, you're saying that their offensive line could have protected Manning better than Denver's?
I'm going to tell you
I'm gonna
something.
say-
If you
I'm gonna
can chuck
disagree.
the ball out here,
I'm going to disagree. You can't.
Hey,
you
you don't
cannot
have
let
as many
You
people
can't let
coming.
Manning get hit.
but if you can chuck the ball and get it out down here,
Manning
you don't have
couldn't
as many
chuck the
people
ball at the
rushing.
end of the year.
Yeah, he wasn't doing much chucking.
Oh, yeah, he could take shotguns and just dump it here and here. He'd have
Oh,
never
boy.
been hit if he'd have been playing for the Cardinals. Here's the thing.
just not gonna
Have you
let it
guys
go.
heard this little
He's
rumor?
not catching on.
You know how it's out there? Oh, I'm slow.
What's the
Have you
rumor?
heard this? If I was some type of
He's
a pot or
starting-
pan,
he's
I'd be a
starting a
crock
rumor
pot.
here.
You know what I mean? I'd be a slow cooker. Hey, here's the deal. Manning, they're talking about, they may let him go. Pow, he's coming over to Arizona, and there we are,
How?
going to the Super Bowl.
But the Super Bowl's not in Arizona
right there.
next year.
Well, no, it's not.
How?
But
So-
we're going either way.
How?
If Peyton Manning comes over,
Pow.
Cardinals are going to Super Bowl. Pow. How you like that?
I don't like that.
No, why don't you guys like the Cardinals?
Because the Cardinals won't
Why
be
would-
at home if they play Super
Yeah,
Bowl
so it
next
doesn't
year.
even matter
so
if
it
they
doesn't-
go
I mean, it's
because it's not going to be in Arizona.
not going to be in Arizona. So
So you
we
don't
gotta
care
wait
if the
till-
Bears go.
It
It won't be in Chicago.
Well, no, but that's not your point.
Well, my point
The
was
only
last
reason you
year
wanted them to go
we had a
because
chance.
it was at home.
Yeah, because it was a home game.
No, it's not the
If
only
it would
reason.
have
I
been in
want
New
to go
Orleans,
this year
you
too.
wouldn't care.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're on me, aren't they? It is hard on me to come in here and sit with you guys and knowing that you guys don't like me or the Cardinals.
Week in, week out.
Yeah.
That's because you sit there like a stiff and don't know what you're talking about. You're looking things up online.
Okay, here we go. We got a trivia question. I'm going to throw at you two because you guys are basketball gurus. This comes in from
traveling.
Joel Vinson. Joel's a man of knowledge. Well, he said he can't call. He's driving. He's trying to be safe.
So he
sent a text.
So, yeah, it's safer to text. Perfect. You're driving.
Maybe he's got one of those talking
played.
Here's the trivia question. What area coach led a Class A and AA team to the state tournament? As of a few years back, he is the only person to accomplish this.
I'd say that'd be Josh Komnick.
I don't have any idea.
We need an answer, Joel.
Yeah, we gotta have an answer, Joel.
Class A.
Well, he's going to give it, but I would assume he's talking about high school.
High school?
Not, yeah.
Well, there's 4 classes in high school, though.
I got to tell you what, then. Joel, why don't you go ahead and look down from the road and shoot us another text on this question.
We need you. Well, you stumped us.
Well played.
Come pick up your passes.
Touche.
Done.
We don't know the answer.
All right, here he's back again.
And we're back.
He
said, "I'm not driving. I'm on the elliptical." And then, can you tell me that last word he said?
Jerk.
Jerk.
Boy, even the callers or texters are hard on Joe.
Yeah. Why is everybody so hard on me? I can't.
I think it would be easier to text and drive than it would be on elliptical. What's your thoughts on that?
That's a good point.
That's hard to do. That's talent.
That's hard. He's a talented guy.
And safe. He's not driving.
Obviously
that's good.
safe.
Pretty good car player, too.
Did we get an answer? So
I don't know if he get. Oh, right, we got one more. Just hot off the press. Let's take a look. High school, and there were only 2 classes when it happened. See, that's the way I read that question. You guys read it differently because you're
1A and 2A, so local.
Local.
So it had to be.
It couldn't have been Butkovich because he didn't coach a AA team, did he? Mount Pulaski.
But that's got to be several years back.
Well, he didn't say recent, did he? Well, he did say recent.
As of a few years ago.
As of a few years ago.
When did it switch over to 4 classes?
Hey, you know what? If you know the answer, give us a call. You can win a prize.
Call in.
We'll take him right away from
when
Joel.
When did the IHSA convert to 4 classes? Joel, he didn't want the tickets anyway. He just wanted to stump us and make us look stupid, and you did it.
No,
you can call me names. I don't know.
I got nothing.
I don't either.
You know, you might throw Cal Hubbard in there. Maybe Cal Hubbard.
Well,
they only did one of the ones.
U-High and Lincoln. Was it Cal Hubbard?
As of a few years ago.
Was it? No, as of a few years ago, he's the only one that had done it. Patton? Did Patton do it? Did Patton ever go when he was here? Did they go?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Oh. High school, and there were only 2 classes, and local means he lives in Lincoln. We're going to narrow that down for us. Thanks, Joel. Hey.
He lives in Lincoln.
Grab a phone book.
Okay.
He lives in Lincoln.
He's
Joel, I think.
Lloyd's tweeting the answer right now as we're sitting here.
Wow. That's okay. The answer is he is
I'm going to say
currently the president of Lincoln College.
Blackburn.
Wow.
See, I knew that.
Man, that was pretty good. That was a great question. I didn't know that. I probably did know that.
Joel, can you make them a little easier for crying out loud?
Joel, that was a great question. And John Blackburn, if you're out there listening, give us a call because we'd love to talk to you about this. And I know you're not picking up that phone and calling, but come on, give us a call. We've got 10 minutes left. Don't make me call you, John.
Somebody, please call.
Good question, Joel.
Yeah, that was.
That's pretty good.
We're not ever doing that again.
That'll be the last time that happens.
Yeah, but what a great question.
That is a good. That takes some
put that
thought.
together.
No, I wouldn't either. And never. Maybe he needs to call in with the trivia.
Well, the
each
school
week
was
and we'll use
one of the schools was Pana, right? And
I don't know.
throw us the other one too, Joel, because one had to be painted, and one was that other school I can't think of. And John Blackburn, if you're out there, call us. We want to talk to you about this. We need some verification.
Yes, we do. Good games going on today, fellas. Last week, Illinois, big win over Michigan State, and then they just followed up beating Michigan.
That was a tough win against Michigan.
Yeah, overtime, end up pulling it off. What's gotten into Illinois, Jake?
Well, they seem to be coming together. Ravonte Rice having that injury a few games back. I think he came back in the Michigan game. First game back. And that may have been the best thing to happen to this team. You had some of the young kids step up, and now they have taken kind of a leadership role now, and they had a lackluster game for most of the game the other day, coming off that big win, and then all of a sudden they kicked it into high gear the last few minutes. Pow! Well, it's got to be hard on a coach to go through a whole game like that, losing the entire game, and then pull it out in the end.
Yeah,
good free throw shooting too, man. You just don't see a miss from the free throw line.
No, they've been practicing that. It's always exciting when
have they?
When Illinois can get in the big dance. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
and that's really not far away.
That was a big game. That was that may have put them right there. I'm thinking they're probably 2 wins away.
2 wins away from
securing probably a number 10 seed.
Number 10 seed.
Joel, I just read your other text, and why are you so mean?
Stop being broadcasted?
Yeah, he said, next week's question, who is the best-looking insurance agent in Lincoln? It's not me, huh?
No.
Again, I didn't win.
We still have to get that.
It's like playing the lottery. I never win.
You never do.
That's hard on a guy to never win.
It is. Any other talk? You got baseball opens up here in about 5 days. Spring training, pitchers, catchers meet.
I hear the Cubs are just going to not play this season.
Oh, no, they're going to play.
Yeah? For what? 1 week of spring training or 2?
No. It's exciting.
Oh, yeah.
It's always exciting until
exciting.
about April,
End of April, May. Most Cub fans usually give up the year.
Yeah.
Stop
this
watching
year, though,
it.
fellas. Not this year.
Start the only games they watch is Cardinals versus Cubs.
I think it's exciting. As a Cardinal fan, it's exciting for all the Cub fans to be wound up and getting all ready to go. That's fun.
You're a Cub fan there. What do you think? Do you think it's possible for the Cubs to win 90 games this year?
No.
This was the barbershop talk the other day.
No. They'll win.
Is that when you're having your hair done?
That's when I was getting my hair done. Yeah,
it looks good.
So
they will.
The talk was
they'll finish 5 games above 500.
Okay.
It's an improvement,
but that's a big improvement. But in that league, you've got Cardinals. Milwaukee's not bad. Cincinnati's not bad.
Right,
I mean, those two are kind of the lower tier. Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh is tough.
They're tough at the beginning of the year, and then they kind of.
Well, they made the playoffs 2 years in a row now, and they got A.J. Burnett back,
and they're due to be Pittsburgh again.
Well. And that's, I think they're hitting. They still got some young hitting coming up, man.
The thing with the Cubs is there's still way too many questions. You go out, you sign John Lester. Great. You got number 1 pitcher now. You still got a lot of kids on that team that haven't proven themselves. You got Baez. You're going to have Chris Bryant probably beginning of May. He's not going to come with the ball club.
They still need some bullpen help too, man. I mean, their bullpens. We still need another starter.
Yeah. We're still.
I don't think you have to have it. You got some young kids, and you got if you guys could stay in it until the midway point. I believe you guys could make a couple trades because you have some what I would call leftover pieces, some top tier prospects that are awfully good. They're tradable commodities because of what you have in the majors right now.
Right, and this year it's a learning year with emphasis on competing and winning games, obviously, but. Next year, maybe look for them to dip more into that free agent market to mix your young kids with some more veterans. They're going to go out. They're probably going to sign another big pitcher next year. You know, you've got David Price coming out. He's a Joe Madden guy. Pitched for him down in Tampa Bay, so look for that. Right now, they're kind of just laying low. Let's go get that number one starter, that big name this year, and not spend any more until we see what we're looking like halfway through. Next year's a different story. So I don't think they're going to be – they'll finish in the middle of their division.
They don't have a lot of veteran help off the bench either.
No, and who's going to lead them out there?
Yeah.
Because baseball's it's a mental sport, and you got to be focused every day. We've seen starting Castro.
Would Rizzo be that guy?
Could be. The way he's talking right now, the things he said, he better be that guy, right? But who is that? Who is that clubhouse guy that's going to keep these kids focused and, you know, come out to play every day? Because you can't take a day off in baseball, and it's mentally grueling. So I don't think, you know, there's a lot of excited Cub fans, but I'm more realistic. Just because I've gotten my hopes up in the past, and then they shot them right down, and then I got to deal with all you Cardinal fans. But
we'll be here this year too.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. So yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're a Cub fan, be excited, but don't go over the top excited because, you know, sometimes
cautiously optimistic.
Exactly.
All right.
Now, talk to me again here in a couple months, and I might just be, you know.
You're going to be one way or the other. You're going to think you're winning the World Series, or
or I'm going to be like, see, I told you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
you going to go buy some new Cub gear?
I'm going to buy a new hat.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I got the wrestling mask. I will break that out again. Compliments of Mission Mart.
You know, I saw up front, Mission Mart's got a great bear thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know. It's you can bid on it, but there's a bunch of different
You're off
things.
track now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, me too.
Vermont teddy bear.
Yeah.
Go on.
Woo. What were we talking about?
And we're back.
We are back. But, yeah, baseball season amongst us. And you know what that means? Warm weather is on the way.
Weather is on the way.
Because it's pretty brisk out there today, fellas. It's windy.
Yeah, it is cold.
It's cold.
Are we? Did we get approval from the radio station to do the show from spring training?
Jim's shaking his head yes.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I think so.
All right.
I mean,
Lloyd? Lloyd says sure. So, guess where we're going.
You know what? We shouldn't stay more than a week.
No. In which, so
we are going to the draft.
Yeah, can we get credentials for that? It's in Chicago.
Is it really? He says.
Oh my goodness!
Does he not listen to us when he's over there?
No. Well, of course he does.
Jim, we're right here.
Jim,
right now he's not even paying. He's laughing, but he's not paying attention. He's like, what are they even talking about?
He's a top.
They're looking at me talking.
He's looking at the clock.
Clue.
He just goes along with it and then blows it off.
Why is he tapping his wrist?
Trying to find a pulse because
clear.
We're putting him to sleep. But guys, once again, we're at the Mission Mart. March sales. Anytime a customer wears their I Heart Mission Mart shirt into the store, they will get 50% off their purchase that day, starting the 2nd and ending the 31st. If a customer brings in a friend, which, Joe, we don't know if you have any, the customer gets entered into a drawing for a $50 Mission Mart gift card, and the friend gets 25% off their purchase today.
Wow.
So bring in a friend and get a big discount. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., located at 119 North Sangamon Street here in Lincoln. And once again, for all you last-minute Valentine's shoppers, cash and carry Valentine's floral arrangements. Stop by Flowers and Things across from RP Lumber in Lincoln or phone 732-7507. And they do have delivery, so if you're in the doghouse, you better get up there and get you some flowers.
That'll help you get out right there. Some flowers. It's not going to last long.
Big play tonight, guys.
But it's going to help you out.
Not really.
No.
You got any?
I know you do.
Oh, you got
Look at this guy. Yeah, that's why he asked.
The Bachelor.
I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut right now.
Do you think you'll ever have a chance of being on the actual show, The Bachelor? What if we had one in Lincoln or
Maybe.
Logan County, for that matter?
Yeah.
The Bachelor.
The Bachelor.
No, if I'm not national, I'm not
It
going.
might be a new show we do on Saturday mornings. The Bachelor during the summer.
It's got
5 guys, we bring them in.
It's
Walk-
I got
parade
to
them
be on
around.
the national
Jake,
stage.
this is the last rose. Ladies, say your goodbyes. Jake. Who will this last rose go to?
Let's do it.
I'm just gonna keep it for myself. I'm staying a
Let's
Bachelor
do it.
forever. Woo!
All right. Well, next week we're at Joe Ryan Financial. So listen in there. Should have some exciting news that day.
You never know.
We'll have a guest or two.
Maybe
I'm sure.
Joe on the go on Tuesday would have some kind of.
You never know.
Yeah. So stay tuned for some breaking
It's gonna be
news.
a fun game. I'm kind of excited
always
to see
here.
it have a Tuesday game, man. Not gonna lie.
Why?
I got my girls on Tuesday,
Oh.
so I can bring them to all the game. They love going to high school games.
I was gonna say,
Don't usually have them on Friday nights, so
I kind of like it too. Every once in a while, just a
I don't.
night game at home. I don't like it
Yeah,
at
home.
town.
I don't mind it at home.
Have them all here.
Yeah. And thanks to the Hampton Inn for the coffee, the pastries,
And to all our sponsors, that
and all of our sponsors.
for some reason keep sponsoring us.
Yes, thank you. You're still on there.
I'll keep sponsors.
I am too. I think.
Yeah, you are too.
Yeah, there we
Speaking
go.
of sponsors, you got something you want to know? The big drawing. What's going on with that with the cheerleaders?
Oh yeah, we've donated really nice leather Italia, love seat, chair and a half ottoman set, all leather. It's top of the line stuff, man.
$5 ticket for your
$5 tickets worth about $3,500 retail value.
Really?
Yeah,
That's worth buying a $5
Gonna
ticket.
get
to,
me a
isn't it?
$5 ticket.
yeah. This stuff's
Now we're eligible for that.
We are.
reflex foam, like memory foam seating. It's nice, man.
Wow.
I mean, it is real nice stuff. So
All right.
hopefully it'll help the Lincoln High School cheerleaders out, help them with their uniform situations and whatnot, and traveling expenses, and put them
You're
through
one heck
their
of a guy,
camps. So
Jake. I'm going to have me a fundraiser one of these days. I'm going to call you up.
You won't get anything. You're not going to get a thing.
and we're back.
We are back. All right. Well, we got to go, fellas. Thanks for tuning in, and catch us next week uptown at Joe Ryan Country
Downtown.
Financial. You've been in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM, streaming live at the web, WLCNonline.com.
Good day.